wanted to share a quick thought with you. If you notice, you probably can't click on one of your favorite YouTube videos without being bombarded with some form of a cryptocurrency ad that ranges all the way from how to get involved with Bitcoin, how to get involved with a cryptocurrency IRA, how to, why you need to. And so now that we're in 2018, there's going to be more news on the cryptocurrency industry since it's almost $1 trillion asset class. And so one thing that really stood out to me today is the fact that a lot of people are sticking to the word called HODL, or HODL, however you choose to pronounce it. But one thing that is apparent is the fact that as the cryptocurrency sector continues to appreciate, it's going to be more likely that more people will decide to hold on to their cryptos of any kind as opposed to spending them right now at this point in time when the market is still relatively small in comparison to what it can be in a couple of months or even a couple of years. And so that means that they're going to need to spend something, and more than likely they're going to be looking to spend their dollars. And so I want to share with you something I thought was quite interesting. And so here, if you go to Craigslist and you type in auto or type in cars and trucks, you click by owner only. And then if you look on the side here, it says a cryptocurrency is okay. So now there's an option on Craigslist for people to actually utilize their cryptocurrencies to purchase vehicles, as well as other sites that allow you to purchase other things. But if you scroll through here, one thing that really stood out to me is the idea of actually purchasing a Bentley. And so that's where the whole Gresham law effect comes into play. So here we have a Bentley listed on Craigslist for $34,000. It's about 60,000 miles on it, and so the car is absolutely beautiful. No dings, no dents, no nothing. But yet my thought process was, who in a right mind would be willing to part ways with $34,000 worth of Bitcoin or Litecoin or anything of that nature at a time where those cryptocurrencies have the potential of reaching much higher prices, to the point where by getting rid of your cryptocurrencies now or exchanging them or redeeming them for something physical, you would actually lose out on the potential gains you could have. And so one thing that wouldn't be too bad, and what most people would do if they had the option, so if you had $34,000 worth of some form of a crypto or more and was willing to actually look at purchasing this car, and you also had $34,000 actually in Federal Reserve notes in your bank account or in your hand or however that may be, if you had the option of looking at which one would you spend if you wanted to buy this here 2006 Bentley, obviously I would imagine that you probably wouldn't use your cryptocurrency, you'd probably use your fiat cash. And so that leads to the idea of the whole Gresham's law. So Gresham's law is basically an economic term in which that bad money drives out good. It says, for example, there are two forms of commodity money in circulation. So basically for this example, we're saying that cryptocurrency is in circulation now and it's considered a financial asset. So people are using it. As you can see, people are willing to take cryptos for a Bentley in circulation, which are accepted by law. Cryptocurrency is not actually legal tender, but most people don't really pay attention to that anyway. As having similar face value, the more valuable commodity will disappear from circulation. So the idea that both currencies have value, but one currency will be held on to in the anticipation of it going up and appreciating value or retaining value, whereas the other one will be spent more freely because it is of lesser value to the holder. And so in this regards here, we have Federal Reserve notes and we have cryptocurrency. And clearly, I would imagine no one in a right mind who's aware of the potential of using cryptocurrency as money would actually use any form of crypto as opposed to using the Federal Reserve notes or their paper. So just to take it even further, from The Guardian, it says Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, what digital money really means for our future. So here we have a nice lengthy article here of the person trying to give more of a detailed explanation of what is cryptocurrency, what exactly is a Bitcoin, can I hold one, what can I actually do with cryptocurrencies, goes through the whole shebang as to why this is the new asset class that people will begin to hold on to while letting go of those Federal Reserve notes, as well as any other fiat currency that is backed by just solely the faith and confidence of the government. And so here's another article from Forbes, and it said Goldman Sachs caves. It says Bitcoin is money. So when you have one of the biggest banking institutions on the planet that's been around for quite a while, that's involved in all the market rigging and just the manipulation of precious metals and things of that nature, when they are willing to say that Bitcoin is money, it has officially arrived as an asset that people will begin to circulate or hold on to in regards to this potential of appreciating in value in comparison to Federal Reserve notes. So here's an article here that was earlier this month, but yet gives more details on how, you know, Bitcoin is now money. And so if it's money, that means people who are looking to exchange goods and services for it, unless they're holding to a lot of cryptocurrencies, wouldn't be too likely to want to part ways with it, as opposed to parting ways with those Federal Reserve notes. So in my opinion, in the days ahead, you can see more people deciding to hodl or to hold on to their cryptos, or be willing to let those Federal Reserve notes or any other fiat currency go a little bit more freely. So just want to take a minute to get your thoughts on this. If you were a holder of a massive amount of cryptocurrencies of whatever kind, and you were interested in purchasing this Bentley here, or a car that you might like, would you be willing to part ways with your cryptos at such an early stage where you have the potential to get more gains on it? Or would you, if you had, you know, $34,000 handy, would you be willing to part ways with that $34,000 directly for this vehicle? So just something to think about, but I thought I would present this to you, give you something to chew on, because I think your answer would be quite obvious. You would hold on to of what has the potential of retaining more value, but at the end of the day, everyone's different. So leave me a comment below. Love to hear your thoughts on this matter here. As well, if you're interested, you can donate some Bitcoin or Litecoin or Vertcoin to Rethinking a Dollar, so perhaps I could purchase this Bentley. Anyway, look forward to bringing you more news and updates. Thanks.